Hey guys, it's YOU WACK. So you might be wondering why I'm re-uploading this video. Well, it's because I made a mistake yesterday just mixing up a couple of countries. So you might hear a lot of the stuff that you saw in yesterday's video. But nonetheless, today what I wanted to talk about was the news that I'm a little bit late on, but I still wanted to talk about, and that is the fact that loot boxes are now getting banned if you are living in Belgium. Now, I know that statement might seem outrageous, especially if you live outside of Belgium, but what's been going down for the past couple of months now, actually, is that the Belgian government has been trying to outlaw and in fact ban loot boxes from their country because they are seen as illegal gambling. And as you guys know, Overwatch is a T-rated game, which means anyone from the age of 13 through 17 can legally purchase the game. I know you're able to buy the game even if you are under that age, but in most countries you are only allowed to gamble if you are above the age of 18. Here in America and some other places it is 21, but if you're illegally gambling, that means you're probably playing a slot machine, playing blackjack, or in this case, buying a loot box if you're in that age range, 13 through 17. Now, this might all seem weird because, again, especially if you're living in America and especially if you live in Arizona like me, gambling is just part of the culture, but when you think of gambling, you think of slot machines, blackjack, roulette, craps, pie gout. You think of all these different ways to gamble money in hopes of gaining more money back. Now, yes, there are like horse races and dog races and boxing, whatnot, but typically, if you're legally gambling, you're probably hoping that you gain more money back from wagering your money, not really thinking of a loot box. But under Belgium law, that isn't the case. So that kind of got me thinking, okay, well, what is considered gambling under Belgium law? Because I don't want to let my own arrogance, let my own opinion dictate this video. So I decided to just do a little bit of research. I didn't go too in depth with it. I literally just Googled what is Belgium gambling laws, and I found this website called Practical Law, and they said gambling is a game of chance and it must be a game, involve a stake of any kind, result in a gain or loss, and this is the kicker right here, involve at least a minimal degree of chance in the outcome. Now, when you look at loot boxes, again, you're gaining something. You're gaining 4 guaranteed items, and that could either be sprays, icons, victory poses, skins. More than likely, you're going to get sprays and icons because, hey, that's what I get from loot boxes. But what we're all hoping for, a majority of us, assuming we're wanting to get those big legendary skins, whether it's event skins or just regular basic legendary skins. And that's where the fourth thing comes into play. Involve at least a minimal degree of chance in the outcome. There's a chance. All right, there's a possibility it could happen where you can get a legendary skin from this loot box. And what's the best way to get the loot boxes? There's actually 2 best ways. Simply just play the game, or in this case, buy loot boxes. So under Belgium law, yes, this would be considered gambling because you can purchase this thing to hopefully get this really cool item. You're gambling to try to get that legendary skin. Now, I try to explain all this in the eyes of Belgium. I'm not trying to say I agree with this or not because I'm sure a lot of us are going to say, but this isn't gambling. But being the company that Blizzard is, they're not trying to start any more controversy. So they released this statement a couple of days ago. I won't read the whole thing because, well, I'm a slow reader, but I'm also bad at law. But here we are making a law video. But this statement just roughly says, you know, we're surprised by this, but we're just trying to make this game entertaining for everyone and obey the law. So we're withdrawing the option of buy loot boxes and also loot chests in Here the Storm, but I didn't really talk about that. But we're open discussion under Belgium law if we can maybe reverse this, but this is what's going to be happening now. So there we have it. Under Belgium law, loot boxes are considered illegal gambling. Now Blizzard cannot make money if you are living in Belgium. But let's have the discussion. Taking what you know about gambling, whether you're 5 years old or 50 years old, would you consider loot boxes to be a form of gambling? Would you consider this to be illegal and shouldn't be allowed in other parts of the country? Because taking what I know to be considered gambling is going to a casino above the age of 21, assuming that you're living in America, and wagering money and being okay with losing it in hopes of possibly gaining more money back. Here with loot boxes, I know I can spend, what is it, like $1 for a loot box, and I know I can get maybe a spray, an icon, or hopefully maybe a skin. Probably not, because we all know my luck with loot boxes, bruh. But I know I'm guaranteed at least 4 items, whereas the casino, I could lose everything. I probably will lose everything because gambling is evil, kids. But the best way I can describe kind of the loot box system is how Chuck E. Cheese works, because if you ever went to Chuck E. Cheese as a kid, personally, I went to Peter Piper Pizza, pizza. But what happened is that you would eat pizza, have a fun time, take a picture with the mouse, and get nightmares that night. But then you would beg your parents to get you tokens. You would spend maybe $5 to get 20 tokens, and you would take those tokens to the arcade and win tickets. And you would go exchange those tickets for prizes. Now, if you only had a little bit of tickets, you would get like stuff like candy, army men, those stupid thumb trapper thingies. I hated those things, man, because I was afraid I would lose my fingers. But the more tickets that you won, you could win like Xbox 360s, PlayStation 3s, neon signs. So that means if you wanted those big ticket prizes, which you didn't need, you would go and spend more tokens to win more tickets. But you knew if you would spend money on tokens, you were at least guaranteed something. Same thing with loot boxes. If you bought a loot box, you're guaranteed at least 4 items. Now, whether it's the legendary skin or not, that's the system of how loot boxes work. But at least when you go to a casino, you're not guaranteed that money back. Here, you're guaranteed it back in the form of digital items. But who's to say I even want those legendary skins, man? Maybe I want the sprays and icons. I really want to meet the person that spends their hard-earned money on loot boxes for sprays and icons. Shout out to you. So to end this video off, no, I don't think loot boxes are a form of gambling. Just like at Chuck E. Cheese, you're guaranteed at least something rather than at a casino. But let me know if you live in Belgium or anywhere in the world. Please let me know what you think about loot boxes. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Don't go in debt from loot boxes, and bye.